every year at the Festival of King Island, you not only see performers from away, you also see local performers. Now, with some local performers, it's a little bit hard to work out, are they local or not local? Were they local? Are they still local? Well, we work on the basis of, do you pay rates on the island? Do you have a property here? You're a local. So we're going to talk, and I'm going to be confused, and I'll let them tell the story because every year they come across, because they're a local band, and then you come across, you get a spot every year. That's what we do. Now, one year we have Flicking the Switch. Then the other year we have By the Way. This year we have the Diana de Rooy Band. And I believe it's all the same. Phil, Di, welcome.
Thanks, Wade.
Thank you, Wade.
What happened? Is it like, do you want to change the poster for us that it looks like every year it's a different band?
Well, Wade, I had nothing to do with the Diana de Rooy Band. They actually sprung that one on me. They must have had a vote and said that's what we were going to be. And when I saw your release with the poster and my name on it, I said, what on earth's going on here? I had no idea. And they kept it to themselves. So that was a bit of a surprise. I probably wouldn't have voted for that, but never
I was
mind.
going to say, if it would have been democratic, you probably would have said, no way.
That's exactly what I said. No way. What's happened here?
Does that idea come from the man sitting next to you, Mr. Phil Smith?
Not really. It was a group decision. Well, a mostly group decision, because all the people that are going to play at FOKI this year are all from different bands. And we thought it would be really nice if we could just call it the Diana de Rooy Band, because let's face it, Diana's done so much work on the island for not only weddings, but funerals and Australia Day festivals. She's been the lady singing all that stuff for the whole island. And, well, what an honour to be called the Diana de Rooy Band. That's how we saw it.
Now, you mention it because we always ask performers a little bit about the history. You already started it, start with you, Di, the history for you, like with music on the island, and you go way back, long way back.
Very humble beginnings. My parents played, my father played a piano accordion and the mouth organ, and my mother played the mouth organ, and it was always gatherings at different with different families and friends, and there was always some music going on in my growing up time, and we didn't have the know-how and all the what do you call it? All the equipment and internet and all of that to be able to do what we can do today. I think maybe my music background may have been a bit different if I had have had all the technology and techniques that are available today. So it's just been a learning curve all the way through the beginning of my music career, and self-taught, and just a bit of persistence. And I love singing, and I played a bit of guitar to go along with that. So I guess that's what still holds me together with the music today, because I just love picking up the guitar and singing and playing music.
What about you, Phil? Your background when it comes to music?
I played in a lot of bands in the younger days, but I pretty much gave up. And then when I came to King Island, I caught up with Tim Woodburn, and he asked me to come and muck around with 40 Degrees South. And I sort of got involved with that a little bit. And then, I sort of found my feet and got back into music again through Flicking the Switch. And then, that's the story, really. There's not much to it.
But for you, it was always a keyboard, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much so.
So when did that start? At a young age? Did you go to school, classes, lessons, whatever?
I started doing classical music, and like the grade stuff and classical music 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I sort of got pushed along by my parents to go and do that. And then I was sort of started to listen to when we came to Australia, because I'm a Pom, but when I came to Australia, we started listening to some good old Aussie rock and roll, and I thought that's what I really wanted to do. And so we got involved in that. So.
And then when you two got together, was it first music or was it first love?
First music, Wade. You should know we were rehearsing in your studio at least 3 times a week. I was managing the IGA supermarket, and I know that the boys were all waiting, including you, for me to finish work and I'd rock up at 7:30, and had an excuse. I'm sorry I'm late, but we used to take it quite seriously. Phil was writing songs, so I love the idea of being able to do original music, because that was something different for me, and that's how it all started. Phil was writing the songs, and we were putting it all together and playing it, and that's how the festival basically started, because we were able to present the original music and be able to let everybody hear, what we were producing, and so.
Is it? I think one thing is always when you form a band and you're the two key people and you have people helping you out on the bass and the drums and name it. But how do you find a mix of taste and flavor? Because you could have totally different styles of music that you prefer to play, and how do you find each other there?
Well, we basically embrace anybody's input and their uniqueness and style, and we find that's brings a lot to the music, and our style changes dramatically as we play. Our genre is all over the place, so we don't actually have any real genre that we could say that is all we play. We will have a go at anything, and we're happy to play along, with anybody that wants to put in and play the music with us, and to actually embrace original songs and sounds. So that's
so is it, Phil? Is it almost like then every time we change the name of the band, we change the style, or is it not that bad?
I don't think it matters really. It just matters the people in the band who want to enjoy music, and that's what it boils down to. We all talk about AI music and all that sort of stuff, but when you put it all away and get up on stage and just enjoy your music by playing your instrument, well, that's an achievement.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we're going to have a bit of a break because we're going to play a little bit of your music. Am I right that you just spent time at the studio and been working on new material that we might even hear at Festival of King Island this year?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to do seven or eight songs that we've been working on in the studio, and the one you're about to play, I think, is part of that event.
Playlist, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's called "Where Do You Go?" So where do you go? Tell me a little bit more about the song.
This is a song that Phil's written. I think it probably back in his day when he was probably chasing girls, and I think he got stood up. So that's really where the goes.
Wade should know, being an ex-Navy man, you could wait in a bar all night and no one will turn up.
That does happen, yeah. So is it then the song? Is it actually then? Are you wondering about yourself? Where do you go, or did you ask all these other people where do you go?
I think someone's done a runner.
Well, I'm going to do a very short little runner now because here it is, folks. The Diana de Rooy Band, and where do you go?
Late night flicker in a neon haze, ashtrays full and the vinyl plays. Said you'd be back, just needed air, and now I'm dancing with your empty chair. Curtains sway like they know your name, clock hand stuck in a losing game. Smoke curls up like a question mark. Where do you go?
That was the Diana de Rooy Band, and where do you go? Well, folks, where do we go? We go back to, I didn't even say that at the beginning, we go back to Flinders Island, because that's where Phil and I reside now, that after years on King Island, particularly for Diana, years on King Island. Now, I expect a politically correct answer, folks. What do you prefer to live, Flinders or King?
I think the uniqueness of both islands is very different, and
That's politically correct. Yeah, correct.
I'll be
Yeah,
very careful in what we say.
that's
and,
what I said.
and it depends, I guess, what jobs you're doing and how that engages the island. I find Flinders Island very much like King Island was many, many years ago. You've still got generations of family here, and the community are very warm and embracing, and it's like island hopping, really, for us.
So you're actually saying that Flinders is a little bit behind compared with King Island? Or?
No. I guess the industry is quite different here. So it's not a fast-paced island. It's very relaxed, and there's still a lot of community engagement, like King Island. I watched Serena on your podcast yesterday. You've got Australia Day happening at Narracoopa, where they have all those sorts of festivals and markets and little bands playing. So it's very much like typical King Island up life. So we feel like we've actually slotted in here quite well, because we are used to island life, where a lot of people may not get that same feeling, So
What about you, Phil?
A lot of Flinders Island people that I've met have actually gone to school with King Island kids that have gone to college. They've all gone to the same college when they've had to do year 11s and 12, and they often say, "Oh, do you know such and such, and do you know such and such?"
Oh, I thought you were going to say they still hate each other, but it's not like that.
No. So that connection is there with both of the islands, So, and once you meet people, you never forget them. Yeah. So.
What about you, Phil?
Yes. I think both islands are uniquely different. Environmentally, they both have their beauties and their history. And I don't think it matters where you live. I find both islands really nice. People are nice. The weather's fantastic.
Is it also, Phil, that when you compare the two in some way, that it is for the outside world, it is actually quite unique what both islands in a way pulled together, as with small communities when you compare? Hey, when you look at the Festival of King Island here, events on Flinders, it's for a small population, it's quite unique, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Flinders Island, FOKI is remarkable, really. I mean, for such a small island, that they can actually run such an event. We have a small event this weekend or shortly on Flinders, but it doesn't compare to what you guys are doing on King Island.
No, but then again, of course, the smaller population of Flinders too. So you're more restricted, I guess. That now, Di, also for you, that you've done a few festivals off King Island now from early days. If you had to tell people about the Festival of King Island who'd never been here, how would you say and express it in a few lines?
It's just worth coming to King Island and to listen to all the different music that's on offer, and to engage with all the people that are involved and the community that support the event, and just to visit the beautiful island and, just chill out and go because it's an experience. It really is an experience that most people would find it'll be unexpected. It's an unexpected experience because people do not know once you get there, the reality of it all. Yeah. And I think it's just a wonderful event and we're very honoured to be able to play once again. Yeah.
Now we're early in the year, Phil. It's only January in a way, and written a couple of new songs. What's the plans these coming 12 months with the Diana de Rooy Band after the Festival of King Island? Any ideas? What's happening?
Yeah, we had a group meeting. We were actually been in a couple of studios in Melbourne, but we're now planning to go and do more festivals on the mainland. So that's our goal this year, and to put out an album this year. So that's our goals.
We've done a lot of studio time, Wade, and as you know, it's quite different when you're recording songs in a studio, then to play it live, it can be quite different and challenging. So
it's all practice. It's all practice.
It is, but you actually get, and it's quite unique because you get a different take on the various people that collaborate with you. Put my hand out to Oliver. He's been to a couple of festivals with us now. He's the bass player, and he's joining us again now because he absolutely loves the Festival on King. And Rob, the lead guitarist, this will be his second trip onto the island. So yeah, I guess these guys are really keen to still be part of the festival and playing with us guys to collaborate, and the drummer Nick, which is really good. So, we plan to meet up with these guys a little bit more often and try and do some more live gigs. Yeah.
Anyway, whatever you plan, we're first going to see you on the 13th and the 14th of February on King Island, Festival of King Island, and we thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. We can't wait to see everyone.
Bye, Wade.
Thanks, Wade.